Heavy air of Babylon settles over the ancient city like a warm, suffocating blanket, thick with the scent of jasmine and the distant, ceaseless murmurs of the Euphrates River flowing tirelessly towards the sea. Lying here on sheets of finest silk that feel cool against your fevered skin, the world seems to slow down, slowing until each heartbeat is a drum, beating a rhythm of rest, a rhythm of finality, a rhythm that echoes the marching feet of 1,000 armies now silent. The golden light of the oil lamps flickers in the corners of the vast, high-ceilinged chamber, casting long, dancing shadows that stretch and warp on the walls, shadows of a life lived in the blinding, relentless sun. Now, finding comfort in the gentle, forgiving shade, the sounds of the palace are muffled, distant, irrelevant to this moment. There is the soft clink of bronze as a guard shifts his weight in the hallway, but they are sounds from another world, a world you have left behind. It is time to rest now, truly rest. The conquests are over, the maps are rolled up, the shouting of the captains has faded into silence. All that remains is this room, this bed, this breath, moving in and out like the tides. You can feel the fever huming in your veins, not painful anymore, but a strange, vibrating energy that seems to be loosening the knots of the body, untying the ropes that bind the spirit to the earth. It is a feeling of lightness, of floating, as if the gravity that held you to the throne is dissolving. Close your eyes. You can feel the weight of the armor gone, stripped away piece by piece, leaving only the lightness of being, the glorious freedom of the unburdened body. The heavy breastplate that pressed against the ribs is gone. The greaves that shielded the shins are unbuckled. The helmet that narrowed the vision is removed. The burden of the crown, the weight of the maps, all placed aside on a table far away, forgotten in the shadows. Here, in this quiet chamber, there are no borders to cross, no rivers to bridge, only the vast, endless territory of sleep waiting to be explored. The silk feels smooth against your back, cooler than the leather of the saddle, softer than the ground of 1,000 camps. Do you remember the hard earth of Gaugamela, the dust of the Hindu Kush, the mud of the Haida space? They are all distant memories now, fading into the tapestry of the past. Now there is only softness, only ease, only the gentle support of the bed rising to meet you. Your hands, which held the spear and the reins for so long, are open now, empty, relaxed at your sides. The fingers uncurl, the tension leaves the forearms. The shoulders drop away from the ears. There is no need to grip anything anymore. No need to hold on. The ride is over. The destination is reached. You can drift now. Drift like a boat cut loose from its mooring, floating gently down the stream, watching the banks slide by. Listen to the sounds of the palace settling for the night, the distant click of a sentry's sandal on stone, echoing down the long marble corridors, a rhythmic reminder of the watchfulness of others, the rustle of palm fronds in the garden breeze, scratching softly against the high windows, whispering secrets of the desert. It is a symphony of peace, a lullaby sung by the ancient city to its weary king. Every sound is a reminder that the world continues, the wheel turns, and you can step off just for a moment and let it spin without you. Surrender to the stillness. Somewhere in the distance, a dog barks, a lonely, hollow sound in the night, and then silence returns deeper than before. You can hear the blood rushing in your ears, a sound like the sea in a shell, constant, soothing, the sound of life itself. But it is slowing now, calming, quieting. The urgency that drove you across continents is gone, replaced by a profound sense of arrival. You have arrived not at a geographical location, but at a moment in time, a stillness in the center of the storm. The anxiety of the campaign, the worry about supplies and loyalty and terrain, it all dissolves in this quiet room. The ceiling is high, lost in shadow, like the night sky itself, and you are small beneath it, small and safe, and ready to rest. Let the sounds of the living world fade away. Let them become distant echoes, irrelevant. The fever is not a fire anymore, but a gentle warmth, spreading through limbs that have marched across the known world. It softens the edges of thought, blurs the lines between today and yesterday, between here and there. Memories float up like dust motes in a sunbeam, drifting, turning slowly, catching the light, asking for nothing, just being. There is no pain, only a heavy, sweet fatigue, pulling you deeper into the cushions, deeper into the earth. It feels as though the bed is sinking, descending slowly into a warm, dark pool. The air is thick with incense, frankincense, and myrrh, burned to appease the gods, but serving now only to drug the senses, to weigh down the eyelids. You are tired, so incredibly tired, a tiredness that goes down to the marrow of the bones, a tiredness that has been accumulating for 12 years of marching, fighting, planning, ruling. Now, finally, you give yourself permission to feel it, fighting the exhaustion, and instead you welcome it. You invite it in like an old friend. Come, sit, rest. The struggle is finished. The will to power is replaced by the will to yield. Yielding to the softness, yielding to the warmth, yielding to the inevitable slide into dreams. It is a luxurious feeling. This giving up, this letting go. The muscles twitch and then relax, the jaw unclenching, the brow smoothing. The mask of the king falls away, leaving only the man, the boy. Do you remember the feeling of the wind in your hair? The way Bucephalus would toss his head, the strength of his muscles moving beneath you. A partnership of trust, moving as one being across the plains. That gallop is over now. The race is run. The horse is grazing in the Elysian fields, waiting, grazing in the tall grass where the sun never sets. And you are resting here, watching the stars wheel overhead, watching them through the memory of 1,000 nights spent under the open sky. You can almost smell the horse sweat, the leather, the dust of the road. It was a good life, a life of motion, of speed, of wind. But every gallop must end. Every rider must dismount. The reins act slipped from your fingers. The saddle is empty, and that is all right. The horse waits specifically for you, patient as a stone. There is no rush to join him. The fields are eternal. Take your time here, in the quiet. Rest your legs, rest your back. The journey was long, and the rest must be deep. Remember the rhythm of the hoofbeats. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Matching the rhythm of your heart. Slowing down now. Slowing to a walk. Slowing to a halt. Standing still in the center of a vast meadow. The wind dying down. The grass still. The sun warm on your face. Absolute stillness. You can feel the sun on your eyelids. Warm and red, contrasting with the cool sheets. Hephaestion's laugh echoes in the quiet room. Not sad, but warm, full of life, vibrant as it was in the days of youth in Miesa. He is nearby, just beyond the veil of the lamp's light, smiling that knowing smile, the one that said he understood you better than you understood yourself. Separation is only an illusion of the waking world. In the drift towards sleep, all friends are gathered, all loves are present. The heart remembers what the mind forgets, and the heart is full and calm. You can see the way the light used to catch in his tangled hair, the way his eyes would crinkle when he teased you. Remember the day by the river? You were both muddy, breathless, laughing at nothing. Pure joy bubbles up in your chest at the memory. It feels so recent, so accessible. It feels like he is sitting right there on the edge of the bed, keeping watch, waiting. There is no grief in this memory, only a warm, glowing comfort. The pain of loss has been transmuted into the golden light of presence. He is not gone. Nothing is ever truly gone. It just changes form. The bond remains, an unbreakable thread of gold, connecting soul to soul across the darkness. Close your eyes and reach out, not with your hand, but with your spirit. You can feel him there, solid, real, waiting to welcome you to the feast. The wine is poured, the music is playing, the texture of the pillow is smooth, cool water for a weary cheek. Turn your head and feel the softness sinking in deeper and deeper. The body is heavy, so heavy it cannot be moved, grounded like a great statue, a monument of stone toppled in the sand. But the spirit is light, floating, untethered, drifting on the current of the great river, flowing towards the sea. The linens smell of lavender and dried rose petals, a scent of the garden, a scent of peace. It reminds you of the gardens of Bella long ago, before the wars, before the blood. You were a child then, running through the flowers, chasing shadows. Do you remember your mother's voice calling you in for supper? The way the light hit the columns of the palace in the late afternoon. Everything was so big then, so full of mystery. That child is still here, somewhere inside this tired king, waiting to run again, waiting to be free of the armor and the expectations. Feel the mattress supporting every inch of you, holding you up so you don't have to hold yourself. The spine decompresses, the neck relaxes, the hands fall open. Gravity is gentle here, pulling you down lovingly, embracing you, earthing you. You are returning to the source, returning to the ground, returning to the rest that you have denied yourself for so long. Accept it, drink it in, this profound, heavy, beautiful stillness outside. Beyond the thick walls of the palace, the Euphrates flows, ancient and wise. It has seen kings rise and fall, cities crumble and rebuild, and it flows on, indifferent, constant. Listen to its water lapping against the stone keys, gentle, rhythmic, water washing away the sand, washing away the worry, washing away the need to be anything other than this breath, right here, right now. The river does not struggle, it does not fight the rocks, it flows around them, yielding, fluid, eventually reaching the ocean. Be like the river now, flow around the pain, flow around the fear, flow around is cool and dark and deep. It supports you, carries you. You don't have to swim. You don't have to steer. The current knows the way. The current knows where the ocean is. Trust the river. Trust the flow of time. Trust the flow of life. You are part of this great hydrological cycle of history. A drop of water returning to the sea. Silent, weightless, merged. Peace is the nature of water, and water is the nature of life. Imagine yourself floating on your back, looking up at the passing stars. Perseus, Andromeda, Cassiopeia, wheeling overhead in their silent, majestic dance, letting the water take you darker and deeper towards the infinite sea. Feel the cool liquid supporting your weight, washing over your skin. The generals whisper in the antechamber. Perdiccas, Seleucus, Ptolemy, their voices low, serious, laced with panic and ambition. But here, their voices are just a drone, like bees in a summer garden, soothing, meaningless. Their concerns are for the map, for the tomorrow, for the succession, for the power. They are drawing lines on parchment, dividing up the world like a loaf of bread. But for you, there is only the now, the quiet, the solitude of the soul preparing for its journey home. Let their voices fade into silence. They are debating the fate of the world, but the world will take care of itself. It always has. Empires rise like sand dunes in the wind, and the wind blows them away. It is not your burden to hold the grains of sand together. Your task is done. Let them whisper. Let them plan. Let them worry. You are leaving the council chamber. You are walking out into the garden, leaving the noise behind, stepping into the cool night air. The silence of the universe is so much bigger than their whispers, so much more important. Listen to the silence. Embrace the silence. Let it fill the room. Let it fill your mind, pushing out the voices until there is only quiet. They are small men arguing over small things. You are a spirit contemplating the infinite. Leave them to their maps. You are exploring the territory beyond the map. Let go of the map, rolled up on the table, the lines drawn in ink, the mountains marked with care, the cities circled in red. They are just paper now, brittle parchment. The real world is here, behind your eyelids. Vast landscapes of color and light, more beautiful than any conquered land. The empire of dreams is opening its gates, and you are the honored guest. Enter freely. You don't need an army to enter this land. You don't need a sword. You come naked, and you are welcomed as a king. The landscapes here are shifting, fluid, made of light and memory. The mountains are gold, the rivers are silver. The sky is a deep, comforting velvet. Walk through this land, explore its valleys, climb its peaks. There is no resistance here, no enemies, only wonder, seeing the world not as a territory to be subdued, but as a miracle to be witnessed. Do you see the great city of light on the horizon? It is Babylon, but perfect, eternal, without fever, without betrayal. The map on the table is small, flat, limited. The world inside is infinite, deep, three-dimensional, eternal. Roll up the map of the earth and unroll the map of the stars. Spread it out before you and set sail for the furthest shore. The compass is broken. The North Star has moved. You are navigating by a new light now. A light that shines from within. The stars over the desert were always brighter. Diamond dust on velvet. Remember lying on the sand, looking up, feeling small under the infinite sky. That same sky watches over you now, through the high window. One bright star pulsing, a beacon, a guide. It promises that the destination is peace, that the journey ends in starlight. You used to navigate by those stars, guiding the army through the night. Now they navigate you, calling you upwards, calling you outwards. The ceiling of the palace seems to dissolve, melting away into the cosmos. You are lying under the open sky again, the desert wind cooling your face. The silence of the desert is all around you, vast, empty, clean. The petty noises of the court, the politics, the intrigues, they cannot survive in this vastness. They are swallowed up by the silence. You are alone with the universe, just a speck of dust, contemplating the infinite. And in that smallness, there is freedom. If you are nothing, you have nothing to lose. You are free to just be, to twinkle like the star, to fade like the sunset, to be part of the great turning wheel of the heavens. The constellation of the hunter is rising, beckoning you to join the hunt across the sky, eternal, glorious, free. But this is not a hunt for prey. It is a hunt for truth, a hunt for the source. Feel your spirit lifting, rising like smoke, joining the stars, becoming light, becoming eternal. Thirst is quenched, cool water from a silver cup, wetting dry lips. The coolness spreads down, soothing, refreshing. Whatever fire remained is doused. Imagine yourself floating in a cool mountain spring, weightless, supported by the clear water, looking up at the leaves of an olive tree, rustling, shading you from the sun. Perfect peace. The water holds you, cradles you. It is the water of the Lethe, the river of forgetfulness. Drink from it and forget the battles. Drink and forget the betrayals. Drink and forget the long marches, the blistered feet, the hunger. Let the cool water wash the slate clean, erasing the names of the dead, erasing the guilt, erasing the glory, leaving only the sensation of coolness, purity, clarity. You are clean, you are washed, you are new. The past is a muddy river flowing away. You are in the spring, the source, where the water bubbles up fresh from the earth, clear, sparkling, full of life. Float there. Suspend yourself in that clarity, looking up at the dappled sunlight filtering through the leaves. Content, hydrated, whole. The thirst for glory is quenched. The thirst for conquest is satisfied. Now there is only the simple, pure, bodily thirst for rest. Drink deep. Feel the water entering your cells, renewing you, changing you. You are not a king of dust anymore. You are a creature of water, fluid, clean, pure, ready to rejoin the great ocean. A scent of perfume, faint, familiar, Roxana, or perhaps the scent of the Susa gardens, blooming in the night. It brings a smile, a memory of softness, of laughter, of holding a hand in the dark. The hard days are gone, the battles are silent, only beauty remains, distilled into fragrance, lingering in the air, comforting the spirit. It smells of saffron and rose and musk, scents of the east, scents of the lands you fell in love with. It is the scent of a wedding night, the scent of promise, the scent of union. Breathe it in deeply. Let it fill your lungs. Let it trigger the memories of touch, of skin, of warmth. The warrior's life is cold, steel and stone, but the lover's life is warm, soft and sweet. In this final hour, be the lover. Love the world you are leaving. Love the life you lived. Love the breath you are taking. The perfume lingers, a sweet ghost in the room, keeping you company, telling you that you are loved, telling you that you knew beauty, and that is enough. You conquered the world with a sword, but you held it with a kiss. Remember the kiss. Let the sword rust. The scent of the rose remains long after the flower has withered. It is the scent of eternal life, the scent of love that does not die. Let is wrap around you like a veil, soft, fragrant, protecting you from the dark. Aristotle's voice, dry and clear, speaking of the nature of the soul. The soul is the form of the body, he said, pacing in the Lyceum, dust motes dancing in the afternoon sun. But now the form is changing, shifting, becoming something new, something pure. The logic of the philosopher dissolves into the feeling of the mystic, knowing without words, understanding without thought, just being. The categories of the mind, substance, quantity, quality, relation, naturally breaking down. There is no substance anymore, only spirit. There is no quantity, only infinity. There is no quality, only peace. The lessons of the tutor were for the man of action, for the king who would rule the world. But the lessons for the soul, those are learned now. In the silence, in the dark, you are graduating from the school of the world. The final exam is to let go, to unlearn everything, to become empty, to become the vessel for the divine light. Aristotle would be proud, or perhaps perplexed, watching his pupil surpass the teacher, walking into a truth that cannot be written in books, walking into the great mystery, unwritten, unspoken, known only to the silence. The syllogisms fall apart, the definitions blur. A is not A anymore. You are the universe, and the universe is you. Logic rests, wisdom awakes. Sleep now in that wisdom. Was he right, the old man, or was he just guessing? It doesn't matter now. The sun reflecting on a bronze shield, blinding, bright, dazzling the eyes. That glare has softened to a twilight glow. The day is done. The shield is hung upon the wall. The spear is leaned in the corner. The warrior rests. The battle is not lost, nor won. It is simply over. And in the end of striving, there is the beginning of peace. The sound of the clash of arms is gone. The screaming of the horses is gone. The shouting of orders is gone. Silence reigns on the battlefield of the body. The truce is signed. The terms are accepted. Unconditional surrender to rest. Unconditional surrender to sleep. It is an honorable peace. You fought well. You fought hard. You fought until the sun went down. And now the moon is rising, silver and cool, bathing the battlefield in a healing light, correcting the wounds, soothing the scars. The war is history. The peace is now. Rest, soldier. Rest, king. Your watch is ended. Someone else will stand guard tonight. You can close your eyes. You can sleep without fear. Simply sleep. The armor is heavy, but the dream is light. Lay down the heavy things and pick up the dream. The shield protected the body, but trust now protects the soul. You are safe. No arrow can reach you here. No spear can pierce this peace. You are invulnerable in your rest. Let the bronze tarnish. Let the iron rust. How many miles? How many footsteps? The dust of Asia, the snows of the Hindu Kush, the mud of India. The feet are still now. Finally, still. The legs that marched across the world are heavy, relaxed, sinking into the mattress. The road has ended here, in this room, in this moment, and it is a good place to stop. You can feel the phantom vibrations of the march in your legs, the rhythm of the step, left, right, left, right. But you can tell them to stop now. Tell the muscles they are home. Tell the bones they can rest. There are no more mountains to climb, no more rivers to ford, no more deserts to cross. The map ends here. Hic sunt dracones. Here there are dragons or dreams. You have reached the edge of the world. Looking off into the mist, the journey was magnificent, epic, unseen by any other eyes. But the destination was always this quiet bed, this stillness, this rest. Be grateful for the miles, be grateful for the strength, but be more grateful for the stop, for the pause, for the end of the road. You have walked enough for 10 lifetimes. Rest your feet, rest your soul. We are stopping here for the night. The fire is lit, the tent is pitched, the stars are out. You don't have to walk another step, not one more step. Just lie back and look at the sky. Can you smell the rain? A storm coming in from the plains. The air turns electric, cool, energized. The pressure drops, and with it, the pressure in the chest releases. A deep breath, filling the lungs with the scent of wet earth and stone, cleansing, washing the spirit clean, ready for the new. The heat of Babylon is breaking, the fever is breaking. The storm is the herald of change, thunder rolling in the distance, low and guttural like the purring of a giant tiger, lightning flashing, illuminating the room for a split second, freezing time, revealing the world in stark relief, and then plunging it back into darkness, deeper darkness. The rain begins to fall, tapping on the roof, tapping on the leaves, a rhythm of water, a rhythm of cleansing, washing away the dust of the campaign, washing away the sins of the conquest, washing the streets clean, washing the soul clean. Let it rain, let it storm. You are safe inside, dry, warm, listening to the power of nature, witnessing the grandeur of the storm from the safety of your bed. The thunder is an applause, the lightning a salute, nature honoring its son. Listen to the rhythm of the rain. Tap, 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 tap. Hypnotic, constant, soothing. It is lullaby of the sky, washing the world so it is fresh for the morning, washing you so you are fresh for the journey. Visualize the rain falling on the dusty streets of the city, a vision of a library, vast halls of scrolls, knowledge gathered from the ends of the earth, the library of the mind, closing its doors for the night. The librarians are blowing out the candles, smoke curling up. One by one, the lights go out. Darkness is a friend. Darkness is a blanket. Quiet, studious, holy silence. The stories are all written. The history is recorded. Alexander lived. Alexander fought. Alexander died. It is enough. The scroll is rolled up and placed in its niche, sealed with wax. The dust will settle on it. The scholars will read it in 1,000 years. But for now, the library is closing. The work is done. The scribe puts down his pen, rubs his tired eyes, blows out the lamp, and walks out into the night, leaving the words behind, leaving the legacy behind. You are not the story anymore. You are the silence between the words. You are the white space on the page. You are the pause in the recitation. Rest in that emptiness. Rest in that unwritten potential. The book is finished. Close it gently and sleep. Does it matter what they write? No. It only matters that you lived, and now that you rest. Let the words fade. Let the letters dissolve. Only the meaning remains, independent of language, pure understanding. Imagine the shelves upon shelves of history, all the wars, all the peace, all settling into dust, the Gordian knot, impossible to untie, a tangled mess of cornel bark, ancient, intricate, stubborn. You stared at it, baffled. Then you drew your sword and sliced it. Bold, decisive, simple. But now the knots of life unravel themselves, gently, effectively. No sword is needed. The complications loosen, the threads separate, smooth and straight. Everything becomes simple again, simple as a child's toy, simple as sleep. The knots of regret, the knots of anger, the knots of ambition. They are all untying themselves in the gentle hands of death, loosening their grip on your heart, slipping away. You don't have to cut them. You don't have to force them. Just let them go. Watch them fall away like ropes falling from a prisoner's wrists, leaving the skin marked but free. You are unbound, unrestricted, untied. The complex web of empire and alliances is dissolving, leaving only the single, simple, straight thread of your own being. Follow it into the labyrinth and out the other side. The center of the labyrinth is empty, quiet, peaceful. You have arrived at the center. Sit down and rest. There are no more puzzles to solve, no more riddles to answer. The answer to the riddle of the Sphinx, the answer to the knot, is silence, and you have found it. The rope falls to the floor, a dead snake. You step over it, free, unencumbered, light as air. The oracle at Siwa whispered in the cool darkness of the oasis temple. You are the son of a god, whatever it meant. It means you are part of the divine fabric, part of the stars, part of the wind by birthright. You are returning to your origin, not as a conqueror, but as a spark, returning to the fire, warm, welcomed, unified. Nothing to fear in the embrace of the divine. The desert wind whispered it too. The thunder shouted it. The mountains echoed it. You are not merely flesh and bone. You are thunder and lightning. You are sand and stone. You are stardust. The body is just a costume, worn for a play. And the play is over. The curtain is falling. You can take off the costume, take off the mask, wash off the paint, and go home. The Father is waiting. The Source is waiting. The silence is waiting. Walk towards it with your head high, not as a supplicant, but as a son returning to his father's house. Calm, proud, ready. Accept your heritage. Accept your divinity. Accept your rest. The divine blood that runs in your veins is calling you back, calling you to the table of the gods, calling you to the eternal feast. Listen to the call and follow it. Remember the dark pool at Siwa, the reflection of the sun. You are that reflection, returning to the sun. Pain has faded, leaving a numbness that is not unpleasant, a distancing from the physical. The body feels far away, like a coat you have taken off and hung on a chair across the room. You are observing it fondly, but you are not it. You see the chest rise and fall, but you are not the breath. You see the hand lying on the sheet, but you are not the fingers. You are the observer, the awareness, the point of light that watches The shadows lengthen. The fever that burned so hot is barely a warmth now, a distant memory of heat. The thirst is gone. The hunger is gone. The desire is gone. There is only a cool, detached perspective, like sitting on a mountain top, looking down at the clouds, seeing the storm rage below while you sit in the sun. You are above it all now. The body is heavy, anchored to the bed. But you are light, expanding, filling the room, filling the palace, filling the night, weightless, free. You are the space in the room. You are the silence in the air. You are the peace, expanding outwards, touching the walls, passing through the walls, touching the sky. You are everywhere and nowhere, a diffuse consciousness, calm, benevolent, watching the world sleep. You see the guards outside. You see the stars above. You see the river below. It is all one. It is all you. The golden eagle flies, soaring on the thermals, high above the Zagros mountains. You are riding with it, looking down on the world, so small, so quiet. The wind rushes past, silence in the roar, higher and higher until the earth is a blue curve, and the silence is total, absolute, perfect. The armies below are just ants. The cities are just pebbles. The rivers are silver threads. It all looks so peaceful from up here, so organized, so unified. There are no borders visible from the sky, no lines drawn in the sand, only the earth, whole and beautiful. You are flying towards the sun, towards the light. The air is thin and cold and pure. The eagle screams, a piercing sound of joy, of freedom. Spread your wings, catch the updraft, spiral upwards, leaving the heavy earth behind, leaving the gravity behind, flying home, flying free, higher, 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 until you disappear into the blue. Nothing holding you back, nothing pulling you down. Absolute, unobscured vision, absolute, unobscured peace. The weight of the world is just a pebble in your talon. Drop it, let it fall. Watch it shrink away. You are light, you are air, you are free. Feel the wind beneath your wings, supporting you, lifting you, carrying you to the eyrie of the gods. Let the world dissolve into this soft grey mist, comfortable, quiet, safe. Gravity pulls you down gently, holding you close to the earth, anchored, secure, at rest. The silence of the room deepens. The servants have stopped moving, holding their breath, sensing the change. The world is standing still. It is a holy moment. sacred pause between the beats of time. In this silence, everything is understood. Words are clumsy, unnecessary. The silence speaks the truth, and the truth is peace. Even the flies have stopped buzzing. Even the wind has stopped blowing. The flame of the lamp stands perfectly straight, unmoving, a pillar of gold. The shadows have stopped dancing. Time itself has frozen, capturing this moment in amber, perfect, eternal. You are the center of the stillness, the eye of the hurricane. Everything revolves around this peace. Drink it in, let it soak into your soul. This is the peace you fought for. This is the peace you marched for. You thought you would find it at the end of the world, but it was here all along, inside you, in the silence, in the pause, in the breath. It is waiting for you to notice it, waiting for you to claim it. It is yours. It has always been yours. Claim it now. Wrap yourself in this stillness. Wear it like royal robes. The King of Silence is crowned. The kingdom of peace is established. Long live the silence. This is the longest moment of your life. Infinite, suspended, perfect. Let the world dissolve into this soft grey mist. Comfortable, quiet, safe. The last sip of wine, dark, sweet, from the vineyards of Macedonia. The taste lingers on the tongue, a memory of home, of youth, of shade under the vines, of bees buzzing in the afternoon heat. It is a sweet farewell, a toast to the life that was. Drink it in, savor it, and then set the cup down, empty, fulfilled, satisfied. The cup is drained, the feast is over. The guests are leaving, but it was a good feast, glorious, full of rich food and strong wine and good company. You have eaten your fill, you have drunk your fill, you are full, content, ready to push back from the table and rest. Do not look at the empty cup with sadness. Look at it with gratitude. It held the wine of life, and you drank it to the dregs. No drop was wasted. No moment was spilled. It is done. It is good. Rest now, with the sweet taste of memory on your lips. The hangover of conquest is gone. Only the sweetness remains. The sweetness of a life lived fully. The sweetness of a rest well earned. Lick the last drop from your lip. Smile at the memory. Close your eyes. The banquet hall is quieting down. The torches are dimming. The host is bidding you good night. You leave the table, not hungry, not thirsty, just ready for sleep. Gravity pulls you down gently, holding you close to the rest. The fire in the brazier dies down, coals glowing soft red, pulsing like a dying heart, then slowly fading to grey ash. The heat dissipates, replaced by a cool comfort. The energy is transformed, not lost. Heat to light, light to shadow, shadow to dark, dark to peace. Natural, inevitable, right. Watch the embers fade, one by one, blinking out like sleepy eyes. The red glow dims, softening the room, bringing the shadows closer, wrapping them around you like a cloak. It is tolerant, this fading, it is gentle. Fire is exhausting, fire consumes. Ash is peaceful, ash rests. Be like the ash now, cool, soft, grey, settled. The burning time is over. The passion is spent. The anger is cooled. Only the essence remains, pure, refined, simplified. Let the fire go out. Let the cold come. It is not the cold of death, but the cool of the evening, the cool of the temple, the cool of the stone, inviting you to lie down, inviting you to sleep without dreams, without waking. The grey ash is soft as snow, soft as silence. Cover yourself in it, hide in it, rest in it. The phoenix burns, but the phoenix also rests in the ash before rising. Rest now. Let the grey cover you. Let the dust return to dust. Peaceful, quiet, done. Nothing remains but the rhythm of your own breath, in and out. Simple, eternal. There is no more fear. The unknown is not scary. It is just the next room in the great palace of existence. The door is opening, slowly, silently, and the light spilling out is warm, familiar. It feels like returning home after a long war. The armor is gone, the sword is gone, only you remain, naked, simple, pure. The figure in the doorway is smiling, welcoming. Is it Philip, Olympias, Hephaestion, or simply a light that knows your name? It doesn't matter. You know you are safe. You know you are expected. You know you are loved. Step across the threshold. Leave the heavy body behind on the bed. Leave the pain behind. Leave the history behind. Walk into the light. Light as a feather, free as a bird. The war is over. Welcome home, Alexander. Welcome home. The journey was worth it just to find this door, just to find this light. The destination is better than you ever imagined. It is warm here. It is bright here. The music is starting. The reunion is beginning. Don't look back at the dark room. Look forward at the light. Step through. The step is easy, lighter than air. You are floating through the doorway into the arms of peace. Drift away now. Drift into the deep, blue, quiet, waiting for you. Peace is the only truth left. Everything else is just a story. Close the book and sleep. A shadow on the wall, flickering, growing tall, then vanishing. The dance of existence. We are but shadows, playing our parts, until the light moves, and we are gone. It is not sad. It is the nature of light, to change, to move. Rest in the knowledge that you played your part well. You were a great shadow, casting a long shape across the world. But now the sun is setting, and the shadows are merging into the night, blurring, softening, disappearing. It is a relief to stop being a shape, to stop having edges, to stop being separate. Merge with the darkness, merge with the night, become everything and nothing. The definition of Alexander is dissolving, spreading out like ink in water, becoming the world, becoming the sky, becoming the history. You are not disappearing. You are expanding, becoming infinite, becoming the shadow that covers the earth in peace. You are the night sky now. You are the silence between the stars. You are the vast, cool darkness that holds the universe together. Embrace your vastness. Embrace your formlessness. There are no edges anymore, no limits, only the infinite dark. You are the canvas upon which the stars are painted. You are the backdrop of eternity, peaceful, vast, silent. Drift away now, drift into the deep, blue, quiet, waiting for you. Drift away now, drift into the deep, blue, quiet, waiting for you. The breath slows. Each inhale a little shallower, each exhale a little longer, a little satisfying sigh, letting go of the air, letting go of the life force, gently, without struggle, like a leaf detaching from the branch in autumn, floating down, spiraling, landing soft on the moss. The chest rises, pauses, falls, pauses. The pauses getting longer, spacious, comfortable. In the pause, there is silence. In the pause, there is no time. Expand the pause. Live in the pause. The breath is a wave, receding from the shore, pulling back into the ocean, leaving the sand wet and smooth. Don't fight the tide. Let it pull you out. Further, further, deeper, deeper. The air is thin, precious, Sweet, one last taste of the world, one last sip of the ether, and then silence. Absolute, beautiful silence. The lungs are at rest. The heart is a quiet drum, fading, fading. The separation between inside and outside is gone. You are breathing the universe, and the universe is breathing you. It is a perfect rhythm, a perfect union. Sink into the pause. Stay in the pause forever. This is the moment you have been practicing for. Every sleep was a rehearsal for this, and you know the lines perfectly. The stage is dark, the actor is tired, the performance is finished. Good night, sweet prince. Drift away now. Drift into the deep, blue, quiet, waiting for you. The great release. The fist unclenches. The fingers spread open. The jaw relaxes. The shoulders drop. The tension that held the empire together dissolves. It is not your problem anymore. It belongs to history. You belong to the quiet. You belong to the stillness. Drifting away, drifting away. The cords are cut. The balloon rises. The anchor is weighed. The ship sets sail. Silent, spectral, white sails catching the wind of the stars. The shore is receding. The weary body is left behind on the dock, waving goodbye. You are on the deck, looking forward towards the horizon, towards the sunrise of a new world. The water is glass. The journey is smooth. No storms here, only the gentle push of destiny, guiding you, taking you, carrying you, far away from the noise, far away from the pain, to the island of apples, to the island of rest. The skyline of Babylon fades into the mist. The voices fade into the wind. There is only the sea and the sky and the sail and you sailing home, sailing free. The captain is steering true. You don't have to worry about the course. Lie back on the deck. Watch the mast sway against the stars and sleep. The silence is a blanket wrapping around you, warm, protective, shutting out the light. The silence is a blanket wrapping around you, warm, protective, shutting out the light. Peace, absolute stillness. The journey is done. The story is told. The book is closed. Sleep now. Sleep. Eternal, dreamless, beautiful sleep. The candle gutters and dies. The smoke rises, a thin grey line, vanishing into the dark. The room is empty of struggle, empty of pain, full of a profound, resonating silence. The king is dead. Long live the king. But you You are beyond kingship, beyond death. You are the starlight. You are the sand. You are the river. You are the peace. Good night, Alexander. Good night, my love. Good night, world. Sleep, sleep, sleep. The silence is perfect now. The darkness is complete. The rest is eternal. You are home. There is nothing left to say, nothing left to do, nothing left to be. Just this peace, just this silence, infinite, eternal stillness. Rest in it, dissolve in it, become it. You are the peace, you are the silence, you are free. And with that, the final thread is cut, the final breath is released, and the world spins on. Quiet, calm, perfect. You are not in the world anymore. The world is in you, and you are at peace. The legend ends here. The silence begins. Enter the silence. Be the silence forever. Gravity pulls you down gently, holding you close to the earth, anchored, secure, at rest. Peace is the only truth left. Everything else is just a story. Close the book and sleep.